CNN's not just having fun. CNN is the lowest of the low. CNN, in a real world, would be shamed and embarrassed and would be afraid to go on the air. But you can't shame these people, certainly can't shame themselves. Marco Rubio, or anybody that can cheerfully, positively, with lots of likability, articulate conservatism and the truth of this country and the founding can permeate this stuff. Right now, the Republicans outside of Rubio and Ted Cruz and maybe one or two others don't even have anybody who's trying. The Republicans right now are trying to figure out ways to say things without people hating them, without being criticized by Obama or the media. Rubio's not there. Rubio is trying to cut through the noise, and that's why Van Jones warned his fellow Democrats yesterday not to laugh too hard at this water-drinking moment of Rubio's. Jones warned that Rubio is dangerous for Democrats because of his ability to connect emotionally with his audience. I think people, as Van Jones, I give people to laugh today if they want, but they're going to be worried about him tomorrow. Rubio is dangerous. I'm so glad that we're talking about him and we're joking about him, because right when he reached for that water bottle, he was reaching an emotional part of that speech which he stepped on. I'm glad that it happened when it did, but it's not going to happen the next time Rubio makes a speech. He's not going to need a sip of water. He's going to be able to make that point. So Van Jones has let the truth ooze out here. Truth is, and they were worried about Palin, folks. They'll always tell us who they fear. They will always tell us by virtue of who they're trying to destroy or discredit or impugn. So when Obama comes out and says, you can't listen to that Rush Limbaugh or Fox News, and that's not how things get done, what that means is he's worried that legitimate opposition is heard there, and it somehow it's got to be discredited or done away with. But Van Jones says this man can connect emotionally. Here it is. We got it on tape. Audio soundbite number 32. This is Van Jones. This is Tuesday night, CNN.
Let me say one thing about Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is dangerous for Democrats. He is dangerous. I was so glad he picked up that water bottle, because where he was going, he was getting emotional. Marco Rubio is to the heart what Paul Ryan is to the head. Paul Ryan is dangerous because of the strength of his intellect. This is a smart guy, Marco Rubio. But when he connects, that last 90 seconds, Marco Rubio, he's dangerous.
Yeah, so as a result, he had better watch out for what they have planned for him.